Alright, so day 2 of the 31 Days of Horror Challenge, and today we'll be talking about Misery. Man, I've never seen this film before this. I've always heard about it, and I've known the infamous scene that's in this movie, but this is about basically a successful writer, and he has found his number one fan after suffering a terrible car accident, and she rescues him and is going to nurse him back to health. But little does he know, he is in for one hell of a ride.
So, just like you, I hadn't seen this movie beforehand, but I've...
You have seen it?
No, have not.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just like you, I have not seen this movie before. I've heard a lot about it. I know it's a Stephen King book.
Mm-hmm.
I know Kathy Bates is supposed to be really, really good in it.
Which she is.
Which she's awesome.
Yeah.
And I know that she pretty much refuses to cuss in the movie, which kind of makes it creepier somehow.
Oh, Lord.
God damn me.
Yeah. I was really impressed. I didn't know that this was a Rob Reiner film. He's awesome. And
so Rob Reiner's done pretty much like every genre out there, which I had never, I didn't realize that he had done horror.
Stephen King seeked him out and decided to sell him the rights after he adapted Stand By Me, which is from Stephen King as well, which is really
one
cool.
Of my favorite movies.
That movie's awesome too.
Time.
I thought that the acting was just superior in this film, and Kathy Bates' performance is just so creepy and scary, and it just hits all the right notes.
Well, I like when it first starts out, so she's like caring for him and she seems so nice, and you're like, how is this even a horror movie? Like, she's just like taking care of a guy, like being nice, doing a thing, like phone lines are down, there's a blizzard, and then slowly but surely they just keep like getting her psychosis out there, like a little bit more, a little bit more.
And it's so crazy the tension that they can make when it's just these two actors, and like the scenes where she leaves and goes into town, and then he's like trying to get out of the room and explore the house is really well done, and you really feel every second like, oh man, time's ticking. You're really running out of time. Like, even though he probably has like 10 minutes of movie screen time to like do stuff, I felt like it was an eternity because you're just like, she can come back at any minute, and it was really well done.
So one of my favorite things, I don't know if you noticed this, but like, so whenever she's like going crazy, what they do is like almost make like the camera movement to where it's like romantic though. Yeah. Because she's so like in love with him and such a big fan of him. So like to her it's like very romantic and like this big like gesture of love. And then, but it's actually just like completely insane.
What I noticed was like the quick, like when she starts yelling, like the cuts closer to her face. Yeah. Like, it goes from like here to here. Like, I don't know, it gets you way more like she's like yelling at the audience, I feel like, directly. Because, I mean, we're viewing the whole movie through the writer. So, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Paul.
James Caan, he was excellent in this film. And I really felt for the guy. But, I mean, he did what he had to do to survive. And now we're going to do some spoiler talk. I'll put the time frame right here. You can click that if you don't want to hear what we have to say about parts of this film. But, until then, we're going to do some spoilers now. So, let's just talk about the most infamous scene in this movie. Was when she hobbles him.
Sledgehammer.
Oh, it was brutal. I literally was like, I couldn't look at the screen for a second once his foot like twisted.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because that's adapted from the book, and the book is she like cuts his foot off with an axe, which is pretty crazy. And
I think the sledgehammer's worse though.
Oh, wait, it's far more grueling.
She like puts the 2x4 materials and feet and stuff. And then I think that's like the scene I really noticed, like what I was talking about earlier, like she knocks both of his feet with a sledgehammer, and then like it makes like this like really like romantic like camera movement towards her face, and she's like, "I love you, Paul."
It's so funny.
It's like the most messed up scene in the movie.
Yeah. I just thought that. Let's talk about the ending when after she kills the cop, and then like she's like, "All right, I gotta kill you too now," and so then he has Paul comes up with a plan to like try to end her or whatever, but. Am I wrong, or she's like the freaking Hulk, because she just would not go down. That typewriter he hit her with, dude, she would have been out cold and probably dead from that alone. And
at least knocked out.
So, I mean, yes, it was intense, that whole scene, and I couldn't help laughing when he started shoving the script down her throat. That's so funny.
The best part. That was so good.
But I couldn't help but take it out a little bit out of it. It was like, dude. She
should have come back like after.
Oh yeah, after he thought she was dead, and he's like crawling.
Yeah, it's like the first time he hits her, okay.
Yeah.
And then he shoves the script down her throat.
Yeah, and punches her in the face, and
then
stuff.
Her head like hits the typewriter again, I think. And then she shouldn't have gotten back up after that. But I really liked the last scene of the movie where he's had lunch with his agent, And then he's like, sometimes I still see her, and it's like the one lady walking up, and she says like, "I'm your number one fan." I was like, that's like just chilling.
Yeah, no. That's perfect, like, ending, too, for the film.
Yeah.
You know what I liked about films that came out in the 90s like this, though, is that, well, not only do they don't make these type of movies anymore, but the way they did the music and the score for it, I mean, it may be a little cheesy, but it's very fitting. Dated. It's so, like, fitting, I feel, for, like, this movie, though, and I really enjoyed that.
I think one thing I talked to you about, like, with this movie is, I think nowadays with, like, social media, this movie could be remade and, like, is like really like a horror movie towards like celebrities. Like this like shows you why celebrities like get kind of antsy around like meeting fans and stuff. Because people are creeps.
But that's gonna be the end of our spoiler talk. So let's just cut right to the ratings. I really enjoyed this film. I thought that this is definitely a classic. I'm so glad I was able to see it on this list because this is something I've been wanting to see, but I never like sought it out. The performances are so good in this. Kathy Bates and James Caan just steal the show, and it's a very entertaining ride, and you really care about the main character and if he's going to get out of the situation that he's in. So for that reason, I'm going to give this 8.5 reels out of 10.
So I like this movie a lot too. Like you said, the acting is great. Of course, Kathy Bates. This is like career-defining role for her. Stephen King, always great. Rob Reiner did a great job with it. It was actually scary. Like, I was really afraid for the main character, and he did a good job, like seeming vulnerable. I actually give it 9 reels out of 10. Awesome. I really like this movie a lot.
It's definitely a good movie, and I'm glad I watched it. And this has been our take on Misery.
If you like this review, click on the subscribe button down below.
And keep on checking back, so we'll have horror movie reviews coming at you every single day for the 31 Days of Horror. This is The Real Report. Thanks for watching.